Welcome to the Iron Business Show, the YouTube series where we help gym owners who are generating $20,000 per month or less grow to $30,000 to $50,000 per month in revenue. If you don't know who I am, my name is Chris Tutela. I've been working in the fitness industry since 2006 and running my gym, Tutela Training Systems, over here in Clark, New Jersey since June of 2012. We have worked with thousands of people, helping them get stronger and transform their lives. And a few years ago, I partnered with my friend and mentor, Joe Franco, to launch the Iron Business Blueprint, a 90-day coaching program where we help gym owners like you grow their businesses, make more money, and have more freedom in their lives and businesses. We have helped well over 100 gym owners all over the world. So if you're ready to start growing your gym and get the real actionable tactics that you will need to truly grow and succeed in the fitness industry, you're going to want to click that subscribe button and make sure that you tune in to each and every episode. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Iron Business Show. And today I want to share this message with you guys. Beware of the trap. And that trap, my friend, is comparison syndrome. It's one of the most dangerous things that can happen to any entrepreneur, but especially gym owners, because once you start comparing your gym and what you do to everyone else's, and you start seeing what they're doing, and you start thinking to yourself, man, I should try that. That looks like a good idea. Let me try what this guy's doing, or let me do this, or man, I should really do that because that looks like it's really working for them, and I think that could work for my business too. And I'm not saying that having creativity and ideas are bad, but the problem is you might start doing things just because that person's doing it, and you don't even know if it's a good idea or not. You don't know if it's working for them or not. So now you're just randomly trying shit. You're randomly throwing crap at the wall to see what sticks. And what happens, and I know this from experience, when you do that, you start building a business that is misaligned with you. It's misaligned with your core values. And now all of a sudden your business starts to look very different. You start attracting the wrong types, the wrong clientele. You start attracting the wrong staff members. And now, instead of having this gym that you always wanted with the clientele that you wanted and the type of staff that you wanted and your role being what you wanted that to be, all of a sudden, everything is different. You're spending most of your time on things that you don't necessarily love doing. The business isn't really growing that much. You have staff that you're not really aligned with. Now you're just stressed all the time. So that's why it becomes very dangerous. And here's the solution to that problem. As an owner, you are the visionary. You need to get crystal clear on what your vision is. So think to yourself or ask yourself, in the next 3 to 5 years, where do I want to be? And you got to look at things like revenue and profits. How many clients does it take to achieve those numbers? What will your staff look like? What do you want your role to be? How many hours a week will you work? These are all things that you need to really think about and get clear on. Okay, this is where I want to be. Now, every decision that you should make or that you make should be aligned with achieving that vision in the next 3 to 5 years. Will you always hit your goals, your targets? Guys, if I'm being honest, probably not. If you say I want to be $1 million gym in the next 3 years, and right now you're barely doing, 10 grand a month, then is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. But you might not hit $1 million in revenue in 3 years. Okay, so the point is you could work towards your goals. You could work towards that vision And then when you get there, when you get to that moment in time, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, you're going to be a hell of a lot closer. That's for damn sure. You may have hit it. You may have exceeded it. It really just depends. But at least one way or the other, it's built in a way that is aligned with you. Not what the guy down the street is doing, not what your competitors are doing, not with the coach that you respect on social media is doing, what you want to do. That's how you have to build your business. Now, are there strategies and tactics that are basically universal, stuff that we share on this show? 100%. But you could align those strategies and tactics with what you are building, right? To attract your ideal clientele, to attract your ideal staff members. So the whole point of today's episode, and I'll keep it short and sweet today, is to get crystal clear on your vision. Sit down and ask yourself, what do I want and when do I want it by? And I recommend you start to aim 3 to 5 years out. Maybe 3 years drives better with most of you. So you look, where do I want to be in the next 3 years? Okay, in order to achieve that in 3 years, here's where I need to be in the next year. And then you reverse engineer. In order to be there in the next year, here are some things that I need to focus on this quarter. And then you just go and you relentlessly execute. But without that clarity of knowing where you want to go and what you want your business to look like and what you want your life to look like, well, it's hard to actually create what you want because you don't even know what you want. So I promise you guys, the clarity alone will feel like a weight is lifted off of your shoulders. Then you fix the problems that you're facing. We learn how to generate more leads. We learn how to sell more people into your program. We learn how to build a team, how to delegate, how to lead your team. And you also don't lose sight of what you want your role and responsibility to be. So if you want to be on the floor X amount of hours every week, you build that into your vision, and we make sure that that is a key focus that you don't negotiate with. That's one of the biggest mistakes I've seen is like sometimes we'll get the advice that you got to get off the floor and focus solely on building the business. Now, there is definitely truth to that. If you get off of the floor, because if you get off, let me say it this way, sorry. If you get off of the floor to focus solely on the business, but that's not what you want to do, yes, the business can grow faster. There's no doubt about it. It will grow faster if you're focused on the right things. But is that what you want? Do you want to be solely focusing on sales and marketing and lead generation and not coaching? If the answer is a hell no, then that shouldn't be what you do. Will you have to come off of the floor a little bit more? Yes. Guys, to build your business, you're going to have to come off the floor somewhat so you could focus on the things that grow your business. You only have so much time. So you have to focus on the right things. But if you do that entirely and you don't want to, well, you might build a business that you're not happy with. So understand what the goal is. You don't want to end up resenting what you've built several years down the road, because that can and will happen. I've seen it happen over and over and over again. So make sure you stay clear, you stay true to who you are, your mission, your vision, your core values. Understand what you want exactly out of your business, the amount of money, the amount of clients, what do you want to be known for? Because at the end of the day, you get one shot at this. I don't want you to build a business that you resent and that you hate because you built the wrong business. At that point, you might as well open a friggin' dry cleaners because you don't have the passion for it anymore. So in order to keep that passion, keep the fire, you got to make sure that you're building this with the right values and the right clarity. So I hope that today's episode helps. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'm at Chris_Tutela. And if you are interested in working directly with Joe DeFranco and myself for the next 90 days. We have class 8 of the Iron Business Blueprint starting on Tuesday, August 25th. As of right now, we have 5 spots open for the program, and they are going quickly, guys. So if you are serious about growing your gym, now here's the deal. You need to be a gym owner, all right? If you are a gym owner and you're doing around $5,000 a month or more, at $5,000 a month is the floor, right? We're doing $5K a month, up to $20K a month. If that's you and you want to make more money, have more of an impact, have more freedom in your life and business, and build a business that is aligned with you and your values, head over to ironbusinessblueprint.com and fill out a quick application and book a call with me. We'll hop on, we'll discuss your business. If it's a good fit, we'll go over the details, and you could then decide whether you feel it's a good fit for you, and then we'll take it from there. All right, that's ironbusinessblueprint.com. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. As always, I appreciate you. Hit me up if you have a question, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.